Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Dead, and this is The Walking Dead, Season 9, Episode 10, complete recap and review. Thank you everybody for being here tonight. Good stuff last night. I've got a couple interesting topics. Before we get too far into it though, I do want to say thank you so much. Many of you were in the streams yesterday, and a lot of entertainment, a lot of knowledge, a lot of interaction, just a lot of fun streams yesterday. So if you're new, if you're not a part of our channel, you might want to sign up now, be a part of this, because it's an awesome group of people. I'm going to start by just saying, I gave this episode a really, really high ranking, and many of you did last night in the reactions. I'm not backing away from it. In fact, the more I think about it, it was better. Look, Scott, you're reading my mind. You're reading my mind with a super chat. Scott Kernan said it was better than the mid-season premiere. I just had a chance to reflect and think about the flashbacks and the psychology and look, if the writers can make Henry entertaining, then it's good, because I don't like Henry, and not just because his character. I just don't. The actor's okay. I'm not here to bash Matt. There's something about him that just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. But Henry was entertaining last night. So whatever they did to tie him into the story, it was pretty cool. So I did like Henry last night in the back and forth, and it made a little bit of sense. Part of the reason why I picked this picture is I just wanted to creep many of you out for 25 to 30 minutes. It's not the most appealing picture we can get. Michael Curie says 10 out of 10. I gave it a 9.7, Michael. I rated it high. I couldn't give it a perfect 10. And the only reason why I didn't think it was a perfect episode was the Magna Yumi split up thing. That bothered me a little bit. It's like they wanted to go out. It was Yumi's idea. I think somebody said that last night. It's her idea. She's like, let's go out and find them. And then she goes back relatively easy while Kelley and Connie stay back. Scott Kern in Super Chat, he says Alpha looks scary. Samantha Morton is Oscar nominee. Too early for that, Scott. She looks the part, certainly, but all we got so far is the trail ends here. And I am Alpha. I mean, we don't have a whole lot to go on. A little bit of flashbacks. Singing Lydia and, calling her daughter Bug. It's going to take a little bit more. But I like the direction it's going. I can certainly see her bringing the fear back to the show. So, how many people saw the baby? I feel bad about this. I really do. Because it wasn't supposed to be confirmed that quickly. And I know many of you don't like spoilers. So, we were talking about a rumor, if you guys missed it, what was going on last night. And hey, it's a strong rumor. It could happen this way. And man, I'd be damned if they didn't show the baby crying in the background. It's like, come on. You just spoiled it for half my viewers. Yeah, my bad on that, guys. We try to keep them separated. Whisper Zeta, super chatting, says, our dear leader looks creepy. I love it. She does, man. She does. Charles Thompson, super chatting, says, best season ever. You know what? Let's throw that out there. Let's put a super chat spotlight on that. Everybody jump in the survey. It's kind of a 99 Pulse survey. Best season ever, yes or no? And if you say no, give me a better season. Hey Jay, give me a follow up of which season you think's better. That's yeah. She has two ears. It was a good comment. I just saw it streaming up really quickly. Westwood Chronic. Alpha and Carol have a bunch of parallels. Fight of the century. Westwood, I'm going to agree with that. The only thing is, when Westwood Chronic super chats, I'm so conditioned for it to be something like off the wall and hilarious. When it's just a normal comment like Alpha and Carol have a bunch of parallels, fight of the century, it's a good super chat, and thank you for that. I'm just expecting something to kind of floor me. But you're really, really, no doubt. Well, hey, not only do Alpha and Carol have parallels, what's funny is Lydia and Daryl have parallels. There's a lot of commonalities between many of the things that are going on, and I think Daryl's going to hit super, super flashback. We keep talking about how Carol might not be the same. Maybe Daryl's going to be permanently twisted. Charles Thompson, I'm a big fan of horror. That's why I think it is. You know what? I thought it was a great question. I do think, well, okay, a lot of the Whisper fans, where you got Omicron, Zeta, Beta, Chosen One, Gamma, we got a lot of Whispers in here, right? They're probably going to say it's the best season ever because it reps their storyline. Let's think about all the things that have went down this year, though. Well, they built a bridge, and the bridge was blown up. That's pretty much it. No. We had Rick's left. Maggie's left. Jesus has died. The introduction of the Whisperers. We still got a backstory that's got to be told. So I think it's incredible. I think it gets lost in the shuffle a little bit. Hey, they're kind of bringing Negan back. The Negan-Judith dynamic is going to be a big, big story. I missed somebody just a second ago. Fairly new subscriber, too. Sorry, there's a lot of comments here. I try to get to as many people as we can, but someone said, best YouTube channel ever. That my eyes always go directly to that. Whoever that was, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And just keep in mind, you guys make it that. Our live forums are amazing. So, I do want to talk about the baby. As I was saying, there was a rumor that there was a whisper with the baby, and then a lot of us are like, wait a minute, what is she going to do? Have somebody bring a baby to the gate? And it just didn't make a whole lot of sense. But, oh, does it ever, ever make sense in the most twisted, darkest, maniacal, diabolic sort of way. And what Alpha said, she said, let me get you into the context of why this is important. Alpha said they're animals. Okay? Now, you guys remember a couple of episodes back when Daryl had the little alarm clock and threw the alarm clock to attract the walkers? Give me a quick 999 and pike this like button if you remember that. I'm going to give you a crazy analogy here. Crazy analogy. It's going to freak you out. Alpha don't care about that baby. That is her alarm clock. They're animals. They're ruthless. She's having that mom carry that baby around so they can just, if they're in a pinch, just drop the baby. She's got a human alarm clock. She is a psycho. Man, oh man. Because look at how she used it when Daryl said, well, I don't remember his exact line. He goes, we got no firepower to light you up. And he goes, and she goes, really? Or something like that. And he's like, baby? Why you going to bring a damn baby? And then he's like, what's he going to say? He ain't lighting nobody up. That is like, you just ended the conversation. I saw a sign posted somewhere, and it was it said how to win any argument. Number 1, be pregnant. And basically saying you're going to win an argument because that's your reason. Alpha just won the argument. How to win any argument, Walking Dead. We got a baby back. Okay, we're not shooting. You win. Done. She has, if this is the way I think it is, I want to draw another analogy for you guys. All right. When Batman got in trouble, he had a utility belt, right? And he had all these weird things. He's got, whatever. He can like shoot boomerangs. He's got all this stuff. Alpha has she's got a utility belt. She's got mask. She's got babies. She's got strategy. She's got a little bit of everything. And on top of that, she's evil and crazy. That's not a great combination either. William Finney, a whole new type of enemy right here. They ain't ready. Wrong answer. Smash. Yeah, I mean, she seems to me, no matter what you're about to do, she's a step ahead of you. Right? She told Daryl, I want my daughter. I'm sorry. That was like Arnold Schwarzenegger, not Alpha. But you get the point. I can't do it anymore. I lost my Alpha mojo. I can't do it. I got to be in character. But she already knew what Daryl was going to say. And how quick did she say wrong answer? It was almost like she knew what Daryl was going to do before Daryl knew what he was going to do. I'm here for my daughter. Well, I don't care if you're here for it or not. You ain't getting her. Wrong answer. It was like almost as soon as Daryl opened his mouth, it was like you could see it happening right away. Like boom, no doubt about it. Wrong answer. And then Daryl's just got this look of bewilderment like, is that who I think it is? Ecom, that's sick. Babies for utility. But this group is a bunch of abusers in the comic. From what I know, they might just be... She said they were animals, Ecom. She did not back away from it at all. So, we got to see how she became who she became. And it's worth repeating. The writers are sitting, the Walking Dead writers are sitting back in a room saying, oh boy, we are going to have fun with this one. We're going to make her clever. We're going to make her brutal. We're going to make her fast. We're going to make her look like she is dressed primitive, but her intellect is advanced. It's such an amazingly powerful combination. I guess in modern day terms, you'd say kind of dumb it down or dumb down a little bit. Well, her actions are to survive, but her strategy is superior. In fact, there's probably only 2 people on The Walking Dead that can come up with a strategy that is superior to Alpha. And you know what? I'm going to ask you guys this question right now. Which 2 people, if they join forces again, might be a formidable opponent to Alpha? We got Twin on Tour. Jay, Super Chat. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate your contribution. Thanks for being here. Ask a follow-up question, though, Jay. Carol and Daryl? Nope. Look, if anybody says Daryl, I'm going to buzz you. It's going to be like a Family Feud wrong answer. Daryl's strategy is so bad. Let us not forget, he's the one that drove the garbage truck into the sanctuary. One is ruthless, and one is a strategist. Not a single person's gotten this combination yet. I'm surprised. William Finney, why the zoom in on the belt buckle as she was walking up? Am I missing something? It's just from the comics, William. It's her infinity belt. How about a little bit of Eugene and Negan? You think Eugene could get his wits together and come up with something to sort of help the group? Did you guys give up on Eugene yet? I know he's the bullet maker. No, I think it's time for Eugene to get back in the mix a little bit. See, that's the Westwood Chronic that I missed. Enid on rollerblades, and the Whisper's problem is over. You could get like a Coyote Roadrunner type of thing. Eugene could help her get some type of little sticks of dynamite to propel her. She could just go around and with a katana or something. No, Eugene definitely still has some value. I mean, he made the cool little explosion thing happen with the gases, and he can make bullets. I think that it's time all you reconsider all the hatred toward Eugene and just give him a chance to prove his worth. I mean, come on. Give Eugene a chance here. Eugene, Daryl, Negan. I don't think they can... Okay, follow-up question. Can they out-brutal the Whispers? Do you think our group is going to be more savage and more brutal? Whisper Zeta says Eugene's going to hook up with the Commonwealth, like in the comics. And you're going to have to let me know what comic edition that is, Zeta, because I'm not there yet. I will catch up to it. Okay. I'm going to back it down just a little bit because I think we're putting our faith in the wrong things. The Whispers have masks. They have unlimited amounts of walkers. They have baby alarm clocks. They got a savage leader that decapitates people. Have we even mentioned Beta yet? We have not even mentioned Beta. The strongest person on Team Alexandria, Team Hilltop, Team Kingdom, whatever we were, the big three, the best fighter was Jesus, and Jesus is dead. We got Daryl and a dog. We ain't going to out-brutal them. Not yet. It's going to take a mix, everybody. It's going to take strategy, teamwork, ingenuity, and a little bit of Negan. Yeah, we got some Jerry. Yeah, I'm being semi-facetious. I mean, there's Jerry, there's Magna. I mean, there are certainly people that can hold their own if they're organized. And Michonne Grimes says we'll have to out-strategize them, which it's hard to do when you're, scurrying around like a bunch of scared ants, which I think that's alpha psychology. Fire them up. Here's something that's very telling about the psychology of alpha. Lydia said, and you can't believe everything that Lydia says, but this is probably something that did have a little weight to it. Lydia said, I needed to find out something so they would take me back. I would have something to give them. I believe that. I believe if there's one thing that was spot on with Lydia's deal of talking, was she wanted to get information because she was afraid to come back empty-handed. Her group failed. She was out there to take them down, and Lydia's group did not get the job done. So that's another weapon on Alpha's utility belt. The fact that people are scared to death to fail. Or they'll be an example. So she incites fear in the enemy, and she incites fear in her own. But, and I said I would do this. See, here's something that absolutely blows me away. I guess you could say I admire it. Maybe admire is a bad word. Give me another word. Admire, I'm going to be on the hook for that if I say it. Here's something that just interests me beyond compare. How about that? See, Negan had the ability to scare people. But he did it for his own personal gain. Alpha does it as a way of survival. And what I mean by that, other than her saying, I am Alpha, I don't see her running around with a crown. I don't see her like Negan, where he had multiple wives, had his own harem, had his own, he lived differently than everybody else. You see, Alpha does it, and she seems to have the conviction of a leader, but she's not sitting up there eating grapes while everybody else is sacrificing, unless I'm wrong about that. Maybe, comic fans, you guys can enlighten me a little bit. But from everything I see about her, she's right there. She's right there in the front row, willing to take the same sacrifice as everybody else. Now, that makes her, to me, twice as scary as Negan. Because when you start taking away the amenities, when you start taking away the luxuries, that's where Negan started to feel it. But apparently hunger is a gift. We're going to dig down into this really, really to a whole different level. Yeah, I got some ideas. I got some ideas about where to go with it. Somebody mentioned a little bit ago, I think, give Daryl a chance, and I will. I did think this, to me, is the best Daryl I've ever seen. He's finally getting involved. He's finally getting in the mix a little bit. He's finally talking. Ecom Super Chat says, are we going to get a scene of Alpha search for Lydia and her reaction to finding Lydia's mask on the bridge? Ecom, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be part of the flat. I mean, it's something that happened so recent. I don't think so. I think they're probably going to give us a little bit more flashback of what took Alpha to the next level. Like, for example, I think in the teaser or opening minutes, one or the other, is she sort of, it might have been on Talking Dead, where they're kind of, here, wear this, it's surviving, where she's giving her a mask. Now, I don't know, maybe it's her dad's face she cut off. I don't know how she went about it. We'll wait and see. But if the question is like, well, how did she know Lydia's there? Keep in mind, you got Alden and Luke. So I'm pretty sure that Alden and Luke probably said, "Yeah, I'll show you where the Hilltop is." Oh no! Welcome, Alpha. Welcome to the 999 Army. We take all whispers here. Um, yeah, Robin, she's not going to kill them both. If I had to bet, because she's still got a bargain. I think she gives one for one and she takes one. You know what? I wouldn't bet either way. Obviously, Alden is going to have a big impact on Enid. Luke would impact a lot of other people. And the fact that they just lost someone in Magna's group, I'm going to bet on Alden. But to be honest, I mean, I could see either one with their head on a pike. I mean, I think the pikes are going to start filling up pretty quickly. We got to get a nice balance of hairstyles for the pike. Luke's kind of, well, actually, Luke and Alden both have kind of wavy hair, so yeah, either one. You know, honestly, I'm not going to cry over either one. They're both okay. It's it's when you get to the Ezekiels, it's when you get to the major characters going to impact me a little bit more. You know, funny thing about The Walking Dead, and this is just from my perspective, may be different for you. It's not always, though, who they kill. Sometimes it's a combination of who they kill and the ripple effect it has on people and the method of which they do. I'm not a like torture, unnecessary torture. Even if it's a minor character, that always kind of that bothers me. Like psychologically, that sort of yeah, it's a little too much. Sorry, even if I don't like you, Henry, I don't want to see you tortured. Um, yeah, and I don't want to see the three teenagers tortured, but I'm okay with those three being piked too. I mean, they were out getting drunk, and actually not all three, just the one that was peeing on the walker. Yeah, they can pike him. The other two, we'll give them a second chance. Julia Muse says, "I like Lydia now that she didn't hurt Henry." Um, Julia, I don't like Lydia. I'm different from you in that regard. She was gonna whack Henry over the head with a hammer, and the only thing that kept him alive was a crying baby. And just because she's psychologically damaged, I don't give her a pass to go whack people over the head with a hammer. So let me get this straight. They shared an elegant meal together. They ate a worm together, right? And then she was about to whack him over the head with a hammer. Just want to make sure I got my facts straight on this. Okay. I just want to make sure. Hey, it's a good first date. I mean, look, here's... this is going to sound super twisted. Not that I would do this, but all I'm saying is... You take... this is going to sound too twisted. All right, well, but anyway, whatever. I'll do it. I don't care. You meet somebody for the first time on, what's one of those apps? Let's just do lunch or something like that. And then you're somewhat crazy. You go out, you talk, you have a nice meal, and you decide, whatever, okay, I'm a really crazy person, and I just met you at lunch. Let's go out for a drive, and I'm going to drive you off the cliff. And while you're getting ready to drive your newfound lunch date off a cliff, you get a flat tire. And then you can't follow through with what you're going to follow through with. I don't expect you to like me at that point. I don't want you to say, well, hey, I'll call me in a week. Here's my number. No. I still had the intent of doing it. Lydia still had the intent of doing it. I don't give her a pass for that. I'll give her a pass for being confused and getting her story mixed up and lying to people. But you don't just hit somebody with a hammer and they live through it. She probably would have taken Henry out. Only to leave. Like, hey, I had to escape, so bam. No, it's... Maybe they should have had 2 worms. And then she could have sweet-talked him a little bit and said, why don't, hey, you let me out of the cell. Why not just walk me over to the gate and we'll get out of here? That would have been a level of manipulation I could have gotten by with. I'd have been okay. That's creative. But she's not going to kill him with a hammer. Totally different. Different in my book. Whisper Zeta super chat and says, do you think they'll include the sexual assault part in the story? Zeta, I think they're going to avoid everything with that. I really do. I think the fact that we've already gotten physical abuse to a certain extent, I think they're going to focus on that. I don't know that they need to. I think in the comic, because you don't see a lot of the expressions and you're not kind of in the moment with them, that storyline was important, I guess, in the comics for 2 things. One, to show you they are animals and to show you the evil of Alpha. I already think we've gotten it. We understand it. And it'd be a little dicey to do that on TV. Welcome back, Mystics. So we got another show coming up in a little bit. See, I wanted to go through a recap, but man, you guys get me worked up. But we have to keep it fairly lighthearted. And once again, I apologize for the rumored spoiler. But now that I know that that's going to happen, and you guys all know it's going to happen with the baby, then everything else does sort of make sense. The trade, this is not even a rumor. This is just my kind of speculation. I'm going to keep going with it. But yeah, it's got to be a given. It's got to be a given that Henry's going to follow them back. And he might even give himself up. He might just want that way of life. Here's something. When Henry said this to Daryl, and this is why he's kind of wishy-washy, he goes back and forth. He goes, I don't know my place here. Now, I don't know that Henry thinks his place is as a whisperer. He may just think that Lydia needs some help, and he's just a dude that's going to go help her. Daryl couldn't help her. You couldn't protect her at Hilltop, but yet I guess Henry figures he can get the job done. Nope. And Mark Jacob, that seems to be the way it plays out, right? Because we saw that in the trailer. Henry's going to be out there stalking. He's going to have his little pole, and Beta's just going to throw him up on his shoulder and take him back. Throw him in a bag, a burlap bag. Somebody's getting put in that bag. We saw that too. Tyler Payne. Lydia's my favorite character. Tyler, are we watching the same show? Just wondering. Let me say this though. She did an incredible job. I would say the acting or the role of Henry for me has been mostly bad. But as bad as you don't have to agree with me. This is just my single opinion. So by no means I'm trying to sway anybody or convince anybody. But as bad as Henry's role has been, I think Lydia's role has been good. The way that character is played, I think is great. I don't like the character of Henry. I guess we could dispute, how well the actor playing Henry does the role. I just don't like the character of Henry. Michael Curie, that's a good question. Can Henry's role get better before it ends? I think it will. I think we're going to be... Henry is probably going to be my new Tara. The more I don't like Henry, the more they're going to keep him around. And I'm kind of glad they... I think Tara did a good job. So, what, before we wind us down, because we got the passage coming up and I got a couple announcements I want to make. So, look, we've been pretty open that Tara's role should have ended a while back. But how many people were cool with Tara? From a 1 to a 10, let's do a Tara scale. I'm going to give Tara 8. I thought she was good, and I didn't necessarily want to see her die. Tara has been around so long. I have Tara syndrome. Tara syndrome is simply when you've disliked a character for so long that eventually the character does something that you like, and then you start to like them. That's what I have. And Drama King super chatting. Henry's role would improve when his head's on a bike. That was classic. That was well worth the super chat. Very well done. Yeah. No doubt. Some really good comments. I appreciate that. But I don't see Henry dying. And I'm afraid to give you guys some of the rumors from that from that little tidbit of information, because I was halfway thinking it wouldn't happen that way, and when it did, now I'm like, oh my God, all that other stuff might be coming true. But it's not a secret because I've talked about it. So even if I say it now, you guys are you're gonna be like, okay, we did talk about that. So all I'll say is there was a similar rumor that Henry and Alpha would meet on the road, and Alpha had a bloody machete. Doesn't mean Henry's going to die. It just means that there's going to be some type of interaction. Because of that, that's where all the rumors were coming out that Henry was going to die. But I think because of that, honestly, Henry's not going to die. I think she's walking back with the blood on her machete from Ezekiel. I think Ezekiel's head is in that bag. When something is super obvious on The Walking Dead, it doesn't happen. Hey, everybody, we're at 40 minutes. You guys are awesome. I'm going to tell you, the last 3 or 4 streams, super, super chill. I mean, I'm cracking up halfway through these. The creativity, make sure you save some of that creativity for the caption contest. We do have The Passage coming on at 9 o'clock. If you guys have not watched The Passage, check it out. 5 episodes down and good backstory. It's getting better and better. I think tonight's going to be a good episode. And also, over on our other channel, the 999 Army, we will be doing Talking Passage. That's going to be your reactions to how you like the show. That'll be at 10:10. Tomorrow night, we will be doing our top 5 scenes from this. That's why I was okay with getting sidetracked tonight, where we didn't do the complete recap, because tomorrow we're going to do the top 5 scenes from episode 10. I'm going to post on the Patreon site to ask them to rate their top 5, so we'll take a couple of theirs. And it's a real good format. We did this last week. We just kind of narrow it down. A lot of interaction in there. So if you like interaction, you like The Walking Dead, you're going to want to be here tomorrow night at 9:30. Thursday night, 8 o'clock, we're going to be talking Game of Thrones. A lot of fun with that last week. And then at 9:30, we should be going over some spoilers. So stay tuned. Hey, everybody, thank you so much. Want to thank all the patrons in the upper left-hand corner. Support this channel. They do an amazing job. Also, I don't know what it is, but we had this sudden selling of 999 gear. So just as a reminder, if you guys are on the 999 Gaming channel, there is a link there. You can check out some of our shirts. But the last couple of days, I guess the Army's just been kind of going nuts because we've been selling a ton of shirts and hoodies and all kind of stuff that's out there. So thank you for that as well. If you guys are interested in becoming a patron, you want to participate in some of the poll surveys and everything, there's a link down below. Sponsors, top right-hand corner. Moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells. Unbelievable job with the moderators, as always. And we got a ton of super chatters. We got Scott Kernan, who was setting the stage. We got Whisper Zeta, Charles Thompson, Westwood Chronic, William Finney, Ecom, Twin on Tour Jay, and Drama King, New York City. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate that. And everybody else is here. Really, really quickly, because we're running out of time, give me some 999s. Make sure you guys hit this like button down in the bottom right-hand corner. And let me shout out as many people as we can in the next 30 seconds before we close this video down. So I want to say what's up to Whisper Zeta, Joey the Gator, Deborah Farrell, Samantha Coombs, Mish Puddin, Oathkeeper 94, Ron Burgundy. There you go. Rebecca Mendez, thank you so much. Cammie, also known as Kamikaze 1. Diana C. Maria Favada. Yeah, there's an inside joke to that. Michonne Grimes, Lil Chai, I Like to Fish, Angel Gam, Mike Reiser, Roxanne Dunlap, Robin Vance, Joyce Andrews. Robin Vance, thank you so much. I didn't get to all your comments, but you left some really good comments tonight. Thank you for your participation. I did notice that. Cindy Jefferson, Jennifer Flaherty, 1189 Paris. Thank you so much. Who else we got here? Bumblebee Brown. My B Squared. What's up, Bumblebee? Timothy Lamora. Phyllis 9654. Gina Crockett. Bad Hair Day Lady. Amy Ferrero. Kristen Beach. E Beach 72. Greglin 28. Michelle M. Lynn Nesbitt. RJ Guerrero. Newfield 12. Spectre. Roberta C. And just a ton of people. You know what? I enjoy, this is kind of some additional minutes, you know, when we kind of wind down at the very end. I enjoy doing the streams. So I'm just going to kind of BS and do some off-the-cuff stuff here for about 5 minutes. So those of you going to watch Passage, you can go and roll out. If you're looking for Walking Dead content, the Walking content, The video is now over. This is just kind of, this is outtakes. This is where we hang out a little bit. But I thought about something, and I may do it. And if you guys think it's like, it's crazy, then I accept criticism. I accept the feedback. But there's these apps out there. And there's an app called Calm. And there are these book reads. And I enjoy reading comics. And sometimes I can put some people to sleep. So I'm just thinking, if I were to do a 999 Calm, like, like a therapy thing, just like a good night story or something. Do you think that would put a few of you guys to sleep? If so, I may do it. I may do some additional reads, though. Maybe not the 999 Calm. Is it great? Okay, there we go. Somebody, Joy's like, hell no, I'm not listening to that. Well, see, Wilson, I thought that is the comic read. But, you know what, if I wanted to read something else, like maybe a poem or something. I don't know. There's something I can read. Can we try one for a test? See if I put anybody to sleep? Yeah, it'd be like story time. Deborah C's like, yes, I fall asleep listening to your stream sometime. See, that's the honest answer. Yeah, bedtime stories with kills. You know what? I got more than 10 people. So if I got more than 10 people, I will consider doing it. All right, everybody. That's just a little bit of outtakes, just some brainstorming. For now, I'm going to stick to the comics. Do me a favor, though. If there's some additional comics that you guys would like, I'm not going to do them right now. But once we catch up with Walking Dead, another 60 or 70 issues, then we can only do one a month. So I can't keep reading the same stuff over and over again. Then I want to get into some other reading content, maybe something that we all like and enjoy. All right. Hey, everybody. Enjoy the passage. It's going to be a good show tonight. And hopefully I'll see every one of you back here at 10:10 tonight for Talking Passage. If not, let's get together tomorrow night at 9:30 and do the 5 best scenes from this week. And you can believe one of those 5 scenes is going to be the romantic worm-eating scene, because everybody needs one of those. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you. Peace.